me hearties! Ha ha ha!
Welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. Once again, I'm joined by special guest reviewer Beelzebub.
Ha!
And this time around, we're reviewing Innis Gunn rum finish, 7.4% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled by Innis Gunn in Scotland. Now, it was actually Mr. Beelzebub that put me onto the original Innis Gunn oak-aged beer, which I think is about 6.6% alcohol by volume, and yeah, I must say that I enjoyed that immensely. That was one of my very early reviews in 2011, I believe, but finally I've been able to track down this Innis Gunn rum finish, and yeah, look, I'm really looking forward to like checking this out, as is Mr. Beelzebub.
Yo ho ho!
Yes, the pirate's life for me. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it comes in a clear 330ml bottle. Typically, I believe it actually comes boxed, but I received it, in this. Well, this way, just two, singles that I paid through the nose for. Unfortunately, it's very expensive here in Australia. But look, I've got some pretty, huge expectations of this brew. So all right, so I think without further ado, we should get stuck in. I'll grab the trusty ABV barfly bottle opener. And I'll pop off the cap, and I'll hand the bottle opener to Beelzebub. And once again, we'll use these lovely Leffe glasses. Oh, okay. So I'll give it a nice. I'll give it a nice pour. So let's make an assessment of the appearance, as we always do. So the appearance is a very dark brown colour with, if you hold it up to the light, a ruby red, orangey hue. There's just a little under a finger of beige white head there that's dissipated pretty quickly. Okay. Anyway, let's make an assessment of this lovely Scottish ale's aroma.
At first glance, me hearty, it is very subtle. It is like a maiden, coy, holding herself back, not revealing much at all.
Yeah, there's some
hidden dark talents. I think she be malty.
There's definitely some malt there, yes, without a doubt.
She be aged, though she looks so young. Definitely a burnt caramel.
There's definitely a strong alcohol presence there.
And barley.
Yeah.
Barley.
It's very boozy, one could say.
Boozy?
Indeed. But
one can tell the oak, but without the sip, the rum oak is not revealed. It smells like the malting floor.
It certainly
it smells as dark as it looks.
Indeed. I mean, to me, it seems like it's certainly going to be something, truly complex. Yeah, a truly complex brew.
But yet coy like a maiden.
Coy like a maiden. Indeed.
Arr.
Anyway, yeah, very interesting aroma. One you wouldn't typically associate with a beer even. But gee whiz, it really does make me want to dive into it. So On that
Just
note,
like a Koi Maiden.
so on that note, I think it's time for the taste test. But before the taste test, I think we must give a huge shout out to DJ's BrewTube.
DJ's BrewTube. We love you.
We love you. Yes.
Thank you for being such a good supporter of SwillinGrog and the Beelzebub.
And the wonderful world of beer. Anyway, here's to you, DJ. Anyway, cheers to you all. Let's dive in and find out what this lovely Innis Gunn brew is like.
Innis Gunn, it sounds a little like a Koi Maiden.
Like a Koi Maiden.
It's innocent. I'll stop it now.
Anyway, let's see whether we can even taste this rum finish.
Oh, sweet like vanilla. There's so many tastes in here. Like the Koi Maiden, I was sure. Absolutely, there is lots to be revealed.
Yeah, I think you're actually right, Beelzebub. I'm actually picking up lots of vanilla, like there, surprisingly. You know, there's some toffee.
Moorish.
So it's very Moorish, toffee.
Yeah. Toffee, vanilla.
You know, vanilla, caramel, malt. You know,
The
very
caramel
nice.
and the caramel malt is there, but it's no prominent. It's the vanilla and the toffee.
Yeah, vanilla and toffee is what it is, the dominant flavour here. I mean, there's definitely those caramelly malts, but
it makes a decent background. The caramelly malt makes the background for the vanilla and the toffee to bounce off of, and it does actually bounce off of your tongue.
It is like
just like a Koi Maiden.
It's just like a Koi Maiden, but like you said, it's very Moorish. Like I'm tasting this, and I'm like, geez, I must have some more.
It's like sucking toffee. It really is like toffee on your tongue. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This might be a treasure chest.
Absolutely delicious is what it is.
Like a Koi Maiden.
Koi Maiden. Gee whiz. This is really something special, folks.
It's slowed you down, isn't it? Yeah.
It really has slowed me down.
What's
I'm
the
gobsmacked by this. 7.4.
So, yeah, it's typical Innis Gunn. Innis Gunn do not make faint-hearted beers.
Yeah, it's definitely beers that ain't for the faint-hearted.
Absolutely. Innis Gunn are very bold in their statements. Even though this is like a Koi Maiden, it's an incredibly bold statement. It's a beer that stands out and demands to be ascertained. It demands to be thought about and you know, considered and consumed at the same time.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks would consider this a sipper, but fools like us, we just like to guzzle it. I tell you what, you know, Scotland, they're putting out some superb brews. I mean, Innis Gunn. Then you think like Brewdog, they're another great brewery. I mean,
even Tennant's.
Yeah, even Tennant's is,
which is their kind of a home brand, is a very nice beer. Most people think of Scotland as Scotch, and of course there are many fine Scotches in Scotland, but this is not where we're covering our understandings here. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. I'm just completely toasted.
It has a vowel in it.
So, what would you say in terms of its drinkability and
its drinkability? Its drinkability is Moorish, absolutely Moorish. The flavours are just wrapping around your nose, your tongue, back of your throat. Very drinkable. So incredibly Moorish. In fact, I've drank it so fast I burped. The sessionability, very strong ale, even though it's low. And you would get lost in this. You would suddenly be at the evening's end and thought you've only drunk one or two, and you could have drunk a dozen. It's a world of flavour that you will lose yourself in, and the sessionability is. I don't think that you would easily get tired of this in one session.
No.
Once again, like a carton of it, maybe you're going to intersperse because it's thick. It has a lot of taste and it has a lot of flavour. It sits heavily on the tongue with a syrupy kind of feel. So, especially in summer, if you're really hot and thirsty or whatever, you're not going to drink like a carton in a week. But especially, this is definitely a beer that is in the winter realm, and you could drink quite a reasonable amount of it in winter. Although it's not a dark ale, it does not taste, it does not feel, and it does not have the same body as dark ale.
But look, this is just so complex. It's just so delicious. It's just it's something else. It's something otherworldly.
It makes you want to misten your sails and blow me hearty and discover your treasure chest.
No, it's something otherworldly. It's just something truly off the scale that, you know, if you can find it, you know, definitely, you know, check it out. It's very pricey, but it's certainly worth, you know, your hard-earned money, you know, to buy a couple of bottles of this and just, you know, check it out, because it's just...
I personally think that people
absolutely sensational
who don't normally like beer, who would go for a sweeter, maybe you know, alcohol pop or something like that, would actually like this.
Yeah, no, they would.
They would actually like this.
Yeah,
it is so different. It is so incredibly unusual.
No, those kind of people, this would completely like blow their minds and, you know, completely like change their whole perception of beer.
How I would rate it is beguiling. It doesn't. When you pop the top, you don't notice. When you pour the glass, you don't notice. It's not until you take that first sip and have it across your tongue and across your nose at the same time that you start to realise what this Koei maiden has to reveal to you. I give it a solid 10.
It's a solid, yeah, I would agree. It's a solid 10 out of 10, without a doubt.
Solid 10. Arrgh!
Anyway, that does bring us to the end of yet another SwillinGrog beer review. So, until next time, fare thee well, all.
Up yours!